The Jaguars will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Here we go. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. He's got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground with the counter. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and 1 by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics around midfield, 4-down territory. Keeps the legs moving. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Lopez to pass. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
So now on comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. This should be the last play of the quarter.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Looking for room, it's Edwards. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Back to throw, it's Fagnano. They're working that left side, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in
and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Stanford. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls it in. It's Webb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking for space. It's Bullock.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
It's caught. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it on the counter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
14, South Alabama, 0.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
On second down, just keeps firing. That's caught. It's Bullock. And they'll fire after he rips off a huge play. The Jaguars headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
He's back to throw on second down. A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Lopez wants to fire. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Jaguars in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Bullock. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense in hurry up mode. Now he's looking to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That makes the score. UConn 17, South Alabama. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got it in the middle, it's Bell. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. UConn will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get 1st downs.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Tight and finds a soft spot. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good.
That makes the score. UConn 17, South Alabama 6.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping it from getting the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Going to the running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the boot, looking for his man. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. UConn will have to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Jaguars moving quickly to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Lopez to pass. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Jaguars look to keep this drive humming.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just good.
Intercepted. And he's... A solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Trying to run, it's Robinson.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And the field goal unit is on the field.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Fagnano. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Bullock. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UConn going back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Gets open down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Ivory. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Jaguars will hustle to the line.
Brings up second down.
They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Looking for the 2-point try.
29 Philly.
Lopez wants to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Just couldn't get it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They were trying to claw back to within 7, but the lead will stay right where it is. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when the